We're operating in a highly uncompromising reality right now. Modernizing your business operations, that's no longer just a neat, nice-to-have strategic advantage to kick around at your next quarterly meeting. It's a matter of pure business survival. If you're still relying on legacy frameworks, the clock is quite literally ticking. So today, in this explainer, we're diving deep into that critical intersection of technology, data, and operational excellence, and we're going to uncover exactly how to build the engine of tomorrow.
Because here is the stark truth. Technology is no longer optional. I really want you to absorb that. Companies that drag their feet on modernizing operations, automating workflows, and truly integrating their systems, they are falling behind. And they're falling behind fast, losing ground to competitors who are operating smarter, faster, and with just a fraction of the friction. The market simply does not wait for you to update your spreadsheets.
So, here is our blueprint for today. We'll kick things off with the digital transformation era, move into the modern ERP command center, and then explore optimizing the supply chain. After that, we're going to unpack AI and business automation, transition into the human transformation element, and finally bring it all together with the future of business.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, the digital transformation era, redefining the operational ecosystem.
We need to shatter a very widespread and frankly a very expensive illusion right off the bat. A lot of executives think digital transformation just means cutting a massive check for some shiny new software. But true transformation, it's about fundamentally redesigning your operations. We're talking data standardization, workflow automation, and cross-departmental collaboration, all anchored by complete leadership alignment. You have to align your people, your processes, and your systems. Because look, software alone will never fix a fundamentally broken operation. If your underlying process is a mess, digitizing it just gives you a really fast, highly automated mess.
That's exactly why, before you touch a single piece of technology, you have to meticulously map your critical workflows. Think about your procure-to-pay workflows, order-to-cash cycles, inventory replenishment, or your financial approvals. Every single operational process impacts your efficiency and your end customer's experience. By mapping these out first, you find out exactly where the delays are hiding, where the manual bottlenecks live, and where communication is breaking down. That ensures you're actually solving root problems instead of just masking them with code.
Let's move down into the engine room. Section 2, the modern ERP command center, the backbone of modern organizations.
When you really look at the operational core of a business, the battle lines are clear. On one side, you have the total chaos of disconnected systems. You know the drill: sales, purchasing, inventory, and accounting, all totally siloed and operating in complete isolation. On the flip side, you have the streamlined harmony of an integrated ERP environment. By adopting a modular, centralized platform, something like Odoo ERP, you effectively bridge all those disconnected islands into one single, unified ecosystem.
And once you achieve that level of integration, you unlock a massive operational advantage. We're talking real-time visibility, vastly faster operations, a drastic reduction in manual data entry, much higher accuracy, and essentially infinite scalability. See, modern ERP systems have evolved way beyond basic accounting software. They're comprehensive operational command centers now. They give executives and managers the power to make rapid, data-driven decisions because, finally, they have a single source of truth for the entire business.
Now let's tackle the physical side of things. Section 3, optimizing the supply chain, controlling warehouse complexity. Let's pivot to the warehouse for a minute because this is undeniably one of the most operationally complex environments in any modern business. This is where poor management directly translates to heavy financial losses, crippling shipping delays, and angry customers. Now, digital transformation in the warehouse isn't just about handing a worker a barcode scanner. It's about advanced picking optimization. We're talking about deploying intelligent strategies like wave picking, batch picking, and cluster picking. When you integrate these specific operational flows with mobile scanners and Zebra devices, you dramatically reduce the physical movement of your team and you massively increase throughput. You're literally engineering efficiency into every single footstep.
The contrast between the old way and the new way is night and day. Legacy supply chains are just plagued by inventory inaccuracies, frustrating bottlenecks, and ultimately financial loss. But a digitally transformed warehouse, it hums along with real-time stock visibility, automated replenishment, and optimized put-away strategies. You eliminate those crippling bottlenecks to achieve the sheer speed, accuracy, and profitability of a truly modern, intelligent operation.
Let's look at what's next. Section 4, AI and business automation, the ultimate competitive levers.
We aren't just throwing around industry buzzwords here. AI and automation are the ultimate competitive levers for the future of operational consistency.
What we're seeing is a fundamental shift in time allocation. You get this drastic reduction in manual, repetitive tasks, which naturally paves the way for a massive surge in high-value strategic activities. And I want to clarify this point with absolute intensity. The goal of workflow automation, robotic process automation, and AI analytics is absolutely not about replacing people. It is about liberating them. It's about killing the repetitive grind so your human talent can actually focus on the strategic work that pushes the business forward.
Which brings us to the most important piece of the puzzle, Section 5, the human transformation element, grounding technology in reality.
To pull all this off, we have to ground this high-tech vision firmly in reality. And that means addressing the single most vulnerable point of any implementation. So let me ask you a question. Why do technology projects actually fail? Take a second to think about that. With all this incredible software, cloud infrastructure, AI, and essentially infinite computing power at our fingertips, why do so many companies spend millions only to watch their projects completely collapse?
Well, the failure almost always lies on the human side of transformation. Organizations consistently, time and time again, underestimate operational readiness and change management. Because digital transformation is fundamentally an organizational change. It's not just a technical deployment. Your team has to adapt to new systems, entirely new workflows, and new responsibilities. If you ignore this human element, your brilliant, expensive new software will be completely rejected by the exact people it was designed to help.
So how do we get it right? We build on the pillars of organizational readiness. You need robust training programs, crystal clear communication from day one, and unwavering support from leadership. You have to provide process clarity so everyone knows exactly what's expected of them, foster a sense of operational ownership, and mandate cross-functional collaboration. These aren't nice-to-haves. These are the critical change management pillars you need to help your employees successfully adapt and actually thrive in these new operational structures.
Bringing us to our final segment, Section 6, the future of business, a visionary manifesto.
Look, once you've mapped the workflows, centralized the ERP, optimized the warehouse, automated the mundane tasks, and actually empowered your people, you've built something incredibly powerful. The organizations that will truly dominate the coming decade are the ones that can seamlessly bridge the gap between business operations and technology. Because the future belongs to organizations that combine technology, data, and operational excellence. Digital transformation isn't just about turning on new systems. It's fundamentally about building smarter organizations. It takes strategic thinking and a really deep understanding of how things actually work behind the scenes. So the question I want to leave you with today is this. Is your organization currently building a smarter future, or are you just buying new software for an outdated engine? Keep learning, keep optimizing, and thank you so much for joining me on this explainer.